the truth is an irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say silence, Islamic leaders silence, kings and queens silence, traditional leaders silence. So who go say the truth? We are the workers of composite call. Now by area, why no better? We are the workers of composite call. One guy's out here, why no better? Who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Oh, he need it now, see what I see so. Now your friend, and I ain't come at them. Only baby, Obeka, nice and yeah. So I want to bet you too. Everybody was afraid. And when you nan to my cottage again, once my boy dumping one and I see. But who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me. Nanso bien person beka wasam because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini. Aku drop for nyina danima. And who go say the truth? Obiaja konson so to cross your mansa to me be a cacobrafo. Efo anyina ye. Efo when you know yet. Na so kutrata down na so be dia back or why no keke. I fene for be man mo pia for efo ne cross on my mo. Hanya safwe mo ayini. Akuku drop for you na dalima. And who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi kachi se wodi o ma o pipi numa wodi o ma never shine na frafonsa. But who go tell the truth? TUC silence, even journalists silence. Oh, then who go say the truth? Right is right. Wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you, now the person become your target. Jobless, no they mean senseless. Poverty, no they mean useless. One day, them go resist.
A very good evening to you wherever you are. It is a pleasure to welcome you to MyView Show on today's Ghana News TV. A very pleasant welcome, a very pleasant week that we are about to start. And as usual, we come your way to share our views on very pertinent issues. Today, we want to look at the dangers of galamsey, street protests, and the economy of Ghana. But more importantly, it's about galamsey. Galamsey has almost rendered Ghana a country that now needs to import water into for its citizens. Almost all our water bodies are contaminated. We are losing a greater chunk of our cocoa plantation due to galamsey. Apart from gold, cocoa has been a sustainable crop that has helped the economy of Ghana. Where are we heading to? With the release of chemicals into our environment, into our food chain, into our water bodies, is resulting in stillbirths, is resulting in deformities with babies that are born. Is that what we want? Is that a legacy we want to leave as a country, as a people, and as a nation that is after the heart of Yehovah? Stay tuned. When I come back, I will introduce to you my guest this evening who will help us to discuss the dangers of Galamsey and the way forward, in particular reference to election 2024. A very good evening to you all, and wherever you are joining us, we are grateful to you, and please do share the link so that many other people could join us so that we have an educated system on Galamsey. Good evening and welcome. Stay tuned.
Is what Africa's largest gold producer looks like from above. As gold productions boomed in Ghana, illegal mines have sprung up along most of its rivers. Earth is mixed in the water, making it untreatable. Miners use mercury to separate the gold. Once mercury's in the water, it's nearly impossible to remove it. Downstream, Ajuwa Menu depends on river water for cooking, drinking and washing, as do most of the people living in the countryside.
Our children often fall sick. Many people are dying these days, and we strongly believe it's the water. The river was our source of clean drinking water until the mining started here. What can we do? The police come and chase the miners away, but they always come back.
Dr. Elliot Tanor says mercury from the mines is killing people. He says the number of patients coming to this hospital in Ashanti region with kidney disease has tripled in the last 10 years, and about a third of them can't afford dialysis, so they die.
This mercury is something that we know that definitely affects the brain, it affects the liver, and it affects the kidney. So we are worried because we tend to see a lot of patients coming from mining areas with all forms of kidney disease. So we know definitely that there is some link.
Ghana's main water provider says the pollution's become so bad it's having to switch off treatment plants because they can't make the water clean. There are abundant natural water resources here, but they're becoming unusable.
If all these things are to continue the way it is, in addition to climate change, we may have most of the rivers in our country may go extinct, and then we may have to be importing water into the system.
Researchers say the government urgently needs to enforce environmental laws to stop illegal mining and clean up the rivers. The health of tens of millions of Ghanaians may depend on it. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera.
So Ghana once again has made its way into international media with a very beautiful video coverage of Galamsey in Ghana. Is that what we want? It's my pleasure to welcome on today's show no other person but Chairman Akwesi Akwa of Sheffield NDC NDC UK and Ireland chapter to help us share his views on the dangers of Galamsey and the street protests that we're experiencing, and probably the economy of Ghana as we run into election 2024. Chairman Akwa, you're most welcome.
Thank you, my brother. It's been a while since I came to your show.
It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
So much. Comrade.
Yeah, we are excited to have you this evening and to take your views on what is going on, especially from the point of your political inclination.
Right.
And then we'll see how we go about it. But what has been your impression so far concerning the fight on Galamsey in the country?
Thank you so much. And before then, I would like to extend my greetings to all your viewers across the globe. This platform is one of the big platforms. So anytime I get an invitation, wherever I am, I want to, show up. Thank you so much, comrade. The issue of Galamsey in Ghana now, if I may say, anytime I want to talk anything about Galamsey, I get a bit of emotional. Why am I saying so? Because our politicians in Ghana, mainly the NPP politicians, are failing the state called Ghana. Now, before anything, before politics, Ghana first. My brother, what is happening in Ghana in terms of Galamsey, and that this current government don't have the courage to issue a fiat or come with a statement stopping the issue of Galamsey and say that, look, where we are going with Galamsey is killing our people, so there should be state of emergency. The president, the vice president, and all the ministers in this current government has really disappointed the state called Ghana. When they were in opposition, my brother, they were on the rooftop shouting all over the place. John Dramani Mahama is incompetent. So we should give them the country for them to come and govern. Look, my brother, Ghana belongs to Ghanaians. So if you are a politician and we vote for you to come and serve Ghanaians, you have to do what Ghanaians want, not what you want. My brother, the issue of mercury in the water body, it's a big issue because mercury is a poisonous substance. When you go into your system, it has to take pains to remove it. When there was this medical guy who was speaking about the issue of what we call mercury, he mentioned what associated with mercury when it goes into your the human body. The brain, your nervous system, everything will break down. So what I will say, the short conclusion I'll say, look, Ghanaians, it is time we go on referendum on this government, remove the Akufo-Addo and NPP and tell them that, look, the 8 years that they have done to the state is enough. My brother, when even Mansa Musa and his team arrived in Ghana and they came and prospered for gold, they didn't destroy the state. When the whites took over from our ancestors and they built the castle across the coastline, they didn't destroy the state called Ghana. And when Kwame Nkrumah had independence for Ghana, he said we can do it ourselves. Is that what we are doing? President Nana Akufo-Addo and what do you call it, Bawumia, sometimes you want to disassociate himself from what is going on. But my brother, Ghanaians should make sure that we vote and remove these people out so that at least the new government can come in and do a proper, what we call environmental forensic audit and make sure that whatever we have to do to reclaim the land, we do it. My brother, as we speak, one of the major river bodies in Ghana, River Pra, which supplies a lot of water stream, is gone. River Ankobia is gone, my brother. River Oti is gone. River Ofen is gone, all because of greedy politicians who have turned themselves Galamseyers. My brother, most of the Galamsey going on is being done by the NPP regime. This is so if somebody come and say, oh, this is not, we shouldn't make it a political, so we need to, they are telling lies. We need to make it political. President Nana Akufo-Addo, tell your people that they should stop the Galamsey. If possible, the best thing the president can do for the state and the people is to make sure that he declare a state of an emergency on Galamsey. We go into it, we do a better investigation so that the youth, which we want to make sure we give them a proper job, we find a way. And look, my brother, let me tell you something. If you go to Tekra, you see, cocoa was our main, what you call, income for the state. We use cocoa to develop the country. If you go to Tekrade Harbour now, go to Tekrade Harbour and ask them, when was the last time they shipped quantity of cocoa outside the country? Our cocoa input is going down, all because of Galamsey. And John Dramani Mama has promised that when he comes in, the issue of Galamsey in the forest is going to abolish it. The issue of Galamsey on the water body must be abolished. So please, what we are looking at now, you see, the politicians who are in Accra, in Kumasi, they don't understand what the villages are going through in terms of the water body. The mercury they have to treat before they drink. The water turbidity, the level which it can allow them to drink, they can't. Even when they cook it, it's a problem. So my brother, what is going on now, the demonstrations on Galamsey, it should continue. We, the diasporans, when you go back home and there's any demonstration on this Galamsey, we need to sacrifice and join that demonstration. Because we need to Ghana.
I can see how emotional you are, Chairman.
No, it is. You see, my brother, what is happening? Because majority of the politicians lives in the cities. They don't know what goes on in the villages. Only source of water that they have to do farming, to feed their family. You see, and there's one danger some of us don't know. Some of the people who travel across maybe the big cities, maybe from Accra to Takoradi or from Accra to Kumasi, when we travel, sometimes we want to stop by the roadside and buy fruits and buy stuff, buy cassava. Those water is going into cassava and the fruits which is being sold on the roadside. So don't think it is only the villagers who are eating. Even the big men are also eating that thing without knowing. Because the people in the village, what water do you expect them to grow their farms? They don't have any water, apart from the mercury water. There was a man they interviewed. He said, look, these days it's difficult to get the fish. They are not getting the fish, but they are getting what you call lobsters from the sea. And when they get it, they eat some and they come and sell some by the roadside. And Jerome, you go to Tekradu Road or Kumasi Road, oh, you want lobster, you buy it. You're going to eat mercury. Before you realize your kidney is gone. So please, Ghanaians, there is something we need to do. I'm a politician. Yes, I am. But Ghana first. President Nana Akufo-Addo has failed the country. Vice President Bawumia, he cannot exonerate himself from what is going on and come and say, oh, you should vote for me before I'll come. No, we need to take all of them out and get a new set to reset the country and tell them that, look, Ghana belongs to Ghanaians. We beg the security forces, those who think the politicians are behind them, so they can go and arrest the citizens. They can go and listen. Please, security men, stop it. Don't allow the politicians to deceive you. This time, I'm speaking.
The president has said that the arrest and detention of those people who were on the protest has nothing to do with the executive, because they actually went against the law, and that is why the law enforcement agency is taking good care of them, but it has nothing to do with them. Do you think he's right?
No, but protest is it a criminal offense or demeanor offense? It depends. You see, protest, even arrest the people, agree, give them bail, then they appear before court. Why should you then put them, President, you know what demonstration is. Nana Akufo-Addo has done demonstration countless in Ghana. So as a president, you are the father figure of the whole state. So even let's assume that those people are your children and they have heard. As a father, what do? Jerome, you have to step in and say, look, give them a bail. Let's warn them and let them go to the, then you know that you are taking the fatherly role. But now you are president, so you are telling that their behavior. What sort of behavior?
The president himself has informed the Ghanaian population and the entire world that he's putting his presidency on the line in the fight against Galamsey. But it looks like all that you have said meant that the president has achieved nothing in the fight against Galamsey.
You see, let me say something here. In our national anthem, Ghana's national anthem, people who made the national anthem for us, the last paragraph of the anthem, you say, and help us to resist oppressors' rule with all our will and the might forever. It means a lot. If you are a leader, a president, a vice president, a minister, it is Ghanaians who give you that responsibility to help them. So your responsibility is to make sure that, look, when people are doing a genuine protest, that is the only means they can do. They are not politicians, assuming that even politicians are behind them. Those who are doing the protest, yes, you can take them and say, look, you're on bail, but you did this, the court will decide. You don't incarcerate people because they have demonstrated. Why? Why? So now MPP as a political party, they all sit back, nobody is talking. They should wait. When the table turn, then they begin to cry. Jerome, let me say this. Well, we NDC, we will make sure whatever it takes to reset the country, we have to do it. Now, if you go and ask any MPP member that, look, what is your impression about Galamsey? Then he's talking about free SHS. Even the ministers, when they go on air, they ask them, oh, this Galamsey issue, what is that? It's all free SHS. They can't even talk about it today. I think before I came on air, in fact, I will applaud the Asantehene. Just, I think, recent this in tape I saw. It seems he's now taking his chiefs on. He's saying that the chiefs who are giving their land to the Galamseyers is going to make sure he arrests all of them. Thank you, Asantehene. All the other chiefs within Eastern region, Western region should follow suit. When we finish and when NDC come to power, all the big men behind the Galamsey, we need to find them. And we are going to ask them that they should come and answer for all the things they've done on the river body. We need to arrest all of them.
Mr. Akwa, let me not cut you short. If the Asantehene has shown the way, now take it that I get my concession, my license and concession in an area within his jurisdiction. Who is he to stop me? Because I've gotten the license from the government.
Yes, as a government, you have the right to revoke licenses. So the government has the right to say that, look, based on the safety report we've received on the river bodies killing people in the villages, we are putting all licenses on hold. That is why the Constitution gives powers to our president to take a decision. When the need comes, emergency or a state of emergency can be declared. What is happening in Ghana, Jerome, is more or less like a state of emergency. It's not only war, people die. What is happening in Ghana is killing people. Some of us are not seeing what they are going through. People's kidneys are shutting down because of the mercury. So this is an emergency situation we find ourselves.
Mr. Akwa, let me come in here. I will ask you what the NDC did before, but as we speak now, you have been made to understand that the MPP government has issued more license for this small-scale gold, whatever it is, Galamsey gold processing, than the NDC. But they have gone ahead to justify that. They picked people, sent them to University of Mines and Energy in Takwa to train them, and thereafter they went into this community mining. And therefore, they have been able to contain the issues of illegal mining or Galamsey better than the NDC. Do you share that same opinion?
Jerome, the evidence is there for you. So did they train the people to come and spoil our water body? The evidence is clear. So even if I'm the president of the country now, I'll tell them that, look as if the training I give you wasn't the right training. Because listen, what is happening in Ghana now, you can't tell me that because I've trained people to come and manage. Is that how you train the people to come and damage the river body for the villages? No, it is wrong. Because listen, they said between 19, I think I heard what you call some a Blackwa saying that between 1988 to 2008, the licenses which was issued was between 60 to 68. This government alone within 8 years has issued more than 1,200 plus. And even when the labor union are fighting the government to declare what we call state emergency, people are being issued with licenses to go and prospect. Why? Why? Jerome, what is happening is that let's put every training we have given miners. Let's put every training we have given to Galamseyers aside. Now let's move into this sort of community mining and find out whether it's helping the people or the country. What is happening? We are killing the people in a very nice way. We need to stop it. Galamsey is no-go area. It is time as a country we said we're gonna stop it. So an emergency. Then we do an assessment for the youth within that community. Then we address it. How many of those youth who are working in the Galamsey site have money to buy those tractors? How many of them? The big men who are behind, they don't go to the site too. Those with the mud on their body, that, oh, they have arrested the Galamsey. No, we are joking. We should go for the big men, the district chief executives, the ministers, those who own the concessions. We should go after them. And I want to plead to John Dramani Mahama. When the God opened the doors for him to become a president, this Galamsey issue, if possible, we have to do commission of inquiry. All the people behind it should be dragged before commission of inquiry. We should suspend Galamsey for now. And listen, drug people will do a television commission that said, look, you, Mr. Minister, you have concession. Who gave it to you? How did you do the mining? Did you cover the pit you open up? No, we need to do commission of inquiry. And make sure people, if me, Kwesiakwa, I have concession, they should drag me before it. If Jerome, you have a concession somewhere, you should appear before the commission. Because what we are seeing now, Jerome, is mind-boggling. Jerome, you see, if you go to Uganda, let me give you some small analogy here. If you go to Uganda,
okay,
Uganda president, that man, he's not, but he's so smart. He said, look, we have trillions of dollars on our land in the gold. So I will find a way. You know what? He's giving the concession to their people. They are not using bulldozers. They are using the normal implements like chisel and things to remove it. And they have created something like a small well. So when they get it, then they go there to wash it. And the country is managing the polluted water. Though one or two will seep, the mercury will seep into, but it's not large scale like the way we are doing into Ghana river body. Even, do you know that the mercury is now drifting into the seas? It's gone into the seas. So it's going to even affect the fishes across our coastline. Jerome, what is happening in Ghana? It's not what we are thinking here.
Before I ask you what the NDC did before MPP came into office, I have heard His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I've heard his running mate, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, all saying that they will do community mining or Galamsey in a very sustainable way. How sustainable is Galamsey? Because Galamsey is a matter of extracting the gold in an unofficial way. Right. And know that gold is a finite product. Once it gets finished, it's finished. So how sustainable is this from the NDC point of view?
Now, with JDM's approach in mining is saying that mining in the forest area is going to be abolished. So there will be no mining in the forest area. So all those who have this is going to make sure that they are sacked, they are kicked out of the forest. They are the people who are using the heavy huge machines to pollute our water. All the foreigners, mainly some of the Chinese guys who are into the system, they don't care. Sometimes they divert river body just to prospect it, and they destroy the whole environment. He's going to make sure they are chased out of the system. Any illegal galamseyers in the system, we need to stop them. Then those with the license, who they think they have got the license signed by the ministers, we need to review all the licenses, take the license back, review them, and train them. Then we make sure that even if there's a concession, there should be a proper demarcation. If possible, NDC as a government should come up with a Department of Environment, okay, that will coordinate that environment where people are working. If you don't have a Ministry of Environment, at least a Department of Environment where they'll be producing a quarterly report on the environment where people are mining. Those are the management NDC want to do. Look, in the mine, I can't get you the section straight away. When NDC produced 2020 manifesto, we spoke about how we're going to manage small-scale mining, the legal mining. And the current 2024 manifesto, we've taken care of the mining. So what John Dramani Mama is saying that, look, that environment we are destroying, the water resources we are destroying, the fish, the aquatic system we are killing, it ought to stop. And this is going to take years. So what NDC will do, the first, we have to investigate, review, and Nana Akufo-Addo say he has formed a committee. So we should give him time. What time? President Nana Akufo-Addo, please, you don't need any time. We've given you 8 years. Your time is up. You and Baumia, please leave the kitchen. We need another team to come and say, look, let's put a hold on the galamsey. Let's investigate what is going on. The youth who don't have a job, how do we manage them? Until we get a proper concession design or proper system whereby even if they do the galamsey, we can manage the washing of the metal, the lead, so that we don't destroy the river body for. You see, Jerome, you see the river that these guys are destroying, it starts from one point, it goes all the way to another end. So many communities are depending on that water. That is the only source of water they have. So now that only few people, few NPP cabals destroying this water body because of their greed. Don't you respect those who live along the water line? So it is time that our chiefs in Ghana, all our chiefs, not only Ashanti, all the chiefs in Ghana who are the custodian of the land, they should wake up. We beg them. The country that was left for rest by our colonial masters, the country that was left for rest by Mansa Musa and others who even traveled from Sudan to Ghana to come and prospect gold, they didn't destroy the land. Mr. Nana Akufo-Addo, we beg you. Me Kwesakwa, Mr. President, I'm begging you. Enough is enough. Enough. You see, Masa, Sikano Enyenahin, how much money whatever you do, you die and leave it behind. Even if you build a mansion, you will die and leave them behind. Your children will come, they won't even know how to manage it. They will sell it. So
I'm quite happy. There was a video where a man said he has been farming cocoa for a good chunk of time, but he was never able to put up any structure for himself. But upon entering into the issue of galamsey on his cocoa farm, he has put up, a 2-bedroom house and blah, blah, blah. So for him to leave that place, he wouldn't move. Another person was interviewed, and he said he would only stop galamsey if only he gets a job where he'll be paid at least 20,000 within every 2 weeks. So it means that people are making a lot of money out of it. But unfortunately, they're going to use a chunk of that money to pay for their health. And even the health is a business. So the more they go in there, then the more people make money, but people do not see it.
No, you see, NDC, let me say this. As for MPP and this, our current leadership, they fall failures. Let's make a suggestion. Maybe, I don't know, maybe my party hasn't looked at. Look, it is time, though we are doing campaign to win the election. We are all for it. But we need to find a way and get something like a van, communication van. Go to certain villages and educate them about the dangers in the mercury. Because a lot of people in the villages doesn't understand the effect of the mercury. The children are swimming in that water, the water as we speak. They don't see anything in it. They are swimming in it. Some are cooking it and they are drinking it. They say it's fine. No. So we need to go there. We need to have something like NGO or people go there to educate the villagers. Look, please don't drink that water. But we would like to say thank you to all the protesters who are protesting against this galamsey. Look, they should continue to protest. Some of us outside, if we have to contribute to support them, please, let's support them. Those who are listening to this program, if anybody said that, look, they want the support, they should call some of us. Even if it is 10 pounds, we will support you guys. We need to stop this illegal galamsey thing going on, just to save the state called Ghana. What is going on, Jerome? They should tell us. Jerome, you see, comrade, they should tell us the gold. How much worth of money has it come to Ghana? Apart from those private guys who have stolen huge sums of money to Dubai and they are keeping the funds, how much has come to Ghana? They should tell us. As compared to cocoa, they've used the galamsey, the gold, to destroy the country, the water body, everything. The fishes and everything in those areas are gone. How much money has Ghana received from this illegal mining? How much? They should tell us.
Well, that is the truth. Sakwa, let me allow you to take a rest. But even those of us who are outside the country, who might be thinking that the issue of galamsey does not affect us, is on the wrong side. Just yesterday and today, there has been a publication whereby mercury and other heavy metals are found in yam that has been exported from Ghana to America. So you sit here, you want to eat Ghana yam, you want to eat tuna. You are eating the same chemical that they are using in Ghana, which is going to affect you right here.
That's it.
So you have to show concern for it.
Jerome, before you go, the last time I went to Ghana and I traveled from Accra to Takoradi, we were coming when my wife said, oh, we should buy. I said, no, we are not buying anything. Let's go straight. Because you see, all those items being sold by the roadside, being it orange, banana, like you said, yam, and other vegetables, what water are they using? And that water, most of the water in the Western region is gone. Look, before I came, I asked a colleague in Ghana to give me a list of the rivers that are hugely affected. He said River Pra is gone. He said River Nkobra is gone. He said River Oti is gone. Ofin is gone. River Brim is gone. All these rivers. Meanwhile, there are other small tributes that connect to these big ones. So do you know what we are in? Masa, this is not, you know what? In fact, NPP and NDC, to be honest, Ghanaians, we beg you, this 2024 election is not about the NPP and NDC. It's about we are doing something called we are voting against NPP to clear off. NPP as a political party, they should leave the scene. Then we get another team to come and say, look, this thing, we have to reset everything like John Dramani Mama keeps saying. So I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to come and air my views on this galamsey issue. Galamsey must be stopped.
Wonderful. We'll come back after the short break so that we can look at the street protest and its impact. But wherever you are, as part of today's Ghana News TV social corporate responsibility, we are actually partnering with the Queen Mothers of KJB in the OT in Kwanta sub-district in the OT region, and we are organizing a free breast cancer screening for all the people of the vicinity KJB on the 12th of October at the premises of the Roman Catholic Church. Please, you the men, breast cancer is not for only women. Men can easily be affected. But whatever be the case, you are not left out. Join us at the Roman Catholic premises on the 12th of October, and we'll give you blood sugar test. We'll check your BP and what have you. So please join us on the 12th as we hit the breast cancer screening, because this is October, which is a month for breast cancer. So be part of it and join us.
Beautiful 2023 and the winner of Oti Most Elegant 2021. We are in the month of October, and as we all know, this is the month of breast cancer awareness. With this, I'm bringing you good news from the camp of the Queen Mothers of the Gechevi land. There will be free breast screening for all women around the Gechevi land, and also the men are not left out. There will be free screening for the men, such as BP checking. I'll be there, and I hope to see you there. Here at Tipopon Atuma Gechevi on the 12th of October 2024 at the REC Church premises. Thank you, Ikarampa.
Let's make some noise for our mothers, sisters, and all the girls and boys. Gechevi.
Wonderful. So be part of it, and I will take messages from our followers. Lady Mal says, good evening, Dr. Jerome and your team, watching on Switch on from St. Petersburg, Russia. We are grateful that you are part of the system. Sekwa, as usual, what is happening in Ghana is too bad, it's too sad, especially from a part of the country. Watching from Jumapur near Koforidua. Kwesi Nsian says international shame. Akufo-Addo and his government has succeeded in disgracing Ghana to the international community. Watching from Angular Town, Koforidua. Frimpong, very good evening to you. Frimpong says, Chairman Aqua, we can shout as loud as we can, but they don't care. Ghana has become a failed state. Watching from Akinsu near Somoya. Kusenia Somoya. NDC Diaspora Union. Good evening, comrades. I love the fire in Chairman Aqua. Greetings from Amsterdam, Holland. Great. Oh, Asempa says, watching and listening from Achimhima. More fire. Galamsey is killing us. Indeed, we all need to wake up to the issues of Galamsey. You might think that you are far away, but what you are eating far away from the site will still have impact on you. Nanata from who says, Ghana first. Akufo-Addo is killing us. Greetings from Tatali, Northern Ghana, and Sakina Information Center listeners. We are grateful that you are taking a feed from us. Bob Atienko says, Antieko says, more fire, Chairman Aqua. Bob, we are grateful. You are watching us on YouTube. We are grateful once again. And Kempen says, resistance is the only option left for Ghanaians to show this evil government where real power lies. Greetings from Paris, France. Okay, Fans TV, Akufo-Addo is a big disappointment, watching from our Flower Volta region. Fans TV, we are grateful that you are also taking a feed from us. Frema, and I'm pretty sure this show will never have gone through without your comment. Share. Watching from Mantiniaho. We are grateful. Okay, Joseph Aqua, please ask the speaker if he is a president, what will he do differently? Jesse Aqua Takradi. Okay, I would ask him, Joe, what he would do differently if he happens to be the president. Jaframa TV, very hot topic. Greetings from Rara in Oti region. Thank you for the collaboration. We are indeed very grateful to you as well. Okay. Koku Yevu says, the Honorable Kwesi Aqua is on fire. The issue is very annoying. Watching from Suhum in the eastern region. Koku Yevu, we're grateful. Abula. Great show, Chairman. I says great show. Oh, from Sabato. Oh, okay. Sabato, we're very grateful that you are part of the show this evening. And I'm pretty sure you're doing very well. Patience Daku says, good evening, watching from Hamburg, Germany. I love the show. We love you too, Patience. We love your presence always. Okay. We have been looking at the dangers of Galamsey, street protests, and the economy of Ghana with Chairman Kwesi Akwa in the seat. We have looked at Galamsey. I want to switch to the street protests and a bit of the economy. But before I get to that point, I want Chairman Akwa to tell us what the NDC did to prevent this Galamsey or to minimize the impact of Galamsey when they got an opportunity to rule the people of Ghana. You are most welcome back, Mr. Chairman Akwa.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Good.
Yeah, thank you. Now, like I said earlier on, by the research put out there by one of our MPs, that is Samuel Kujetu, NDC, what they did was that, though we contemplated about this community mining, but we controlled it. Okay, we didn't issue licenses like the way this government is doing. So you could see that from 1988 to 2008, if the party in power issued just a less mining license, then it tells you that it was well controlled, well managed, and the monitoring was there. It got to a point even JDM has to do Operation Halt Galamsey, and we did an investigation to control matters. The river body was not like this. People were not using excavators, bulldozers like what is happening. This government, MPP government, within 8 years, have issued more than 1,000 licenses, and they are still issuing licenses. It's so sad. And you see, what pains some of us is that even when labor union are talking to the executive to plead with them that, look, there's a need to do something about what is happening in terms of Galamsey, licenses is being issued. Why? This is impunity in the highest order. You see, when there's a problem going on, the best thing you do is that you put a stop to the problem and investigate it and review it.
But the MPP believe that the more licenses that are issued, the better the Galamsey is controlled.
No. You see, they are afraid. They know they are going to opposition now. So they are in a haste to issue license anyhow. But you see, John Dramani Mahama and NDC, when they get the nod to become the government of the day, like I said, let's put a halt to it, review the system, and make sure that, look, we set up something like Commission of Inquiry, because the Constitution allows it. Somebody asked me a question that if I'm a president, what will I do? I will use the 1992 Constitution. If it allows me to issue state of emergency, it's not only war, Jerome, that you have to issue state of emergency. What is happening in Ghana, it deserves it. I will issue state of emergency, and I'll put a timelines, and I'll put special committee of inquiry. Everything will be, look, any politician, any minister, any district executives, either in NDC or NPP, who's involved in Galamsey, and your name pops up, you appear before the commission.
But Mr. Akwa, to be sincere with you, from where I sit, these issues of committees, of commissions of inquiry and all those things, for me, I think I will not say they have outlived their usefulness, but it's a tool used by the politicians to cover themselves. Because when you appear before a commission of inquiry, it has the status of a high court. Thereafter, if the president issues a white paper and exonerates you, it's finished. Whatever evidence that is adduced at the commission can no longer be used against you in the law court. So for me, I see that those commissions are just used by politicians to cover up their trades.
I understand the point you are making here, but here is the case. I'm looking at the issue at, look, our court system now, a lot of people doesn't even have that trust. So now here we are looking at the trust within the law system, the judicial system. So even I'm a president and I want Ghanaians to see what has gone on. And even if me or anybody who has done galamsey is dragged before that commission of inquiry and the TV is in your face, we will now know those who are doing the galamsey. Then publicly, Ghanaians will get to know those real people who are behind it. Even those who think they have a legal license to operate in the forest, they will appear before it. And we tell Ghanaians how they got the license. How have they been operated? We will take you to your site and video your site. Show us where you digged. If the Chinese involved, those people must be investigated and ask them how they got the license to operate within our forest. You see, Jerome, what we are discussing here, we are looking at the court system. People say, oh, let's go to court. Because they know that when you go there, there'll be smart moves. You know. And you know, me and you know what is going on in Ghana when it comes to our judicial. So if you have, I'm a president, I say, look, I have a commission of inquiry and I need this thing to be public. Even if they free you or issue white paper and look, you have appeared before the camera. People know that you are part of the people who have destroyed our water body. That's one alone is a shame. Sometimes we need to name and shame people. We need to name and shame greedy people who are you see, Jerome, let me say something here. Ghana politics today, people go and commit atrocity and they are rushing into parliament. Why? Because they want to cover their back. We are using politics to destroy the country. We are using politics to hide. So if I'm a president and I say appear before the commission of inquiry, TVs when in buying, or China, you say, you are part of the people who destroy our water. We need to do that. I think in the constitution it calls for it. So even if it is that, and the white paper is issued, and the court tells me that look, you have been exposed to the whole world that look, you are part of the water body destruction. So you see, sometimes in law we have to use psychology. It's a common sense. Not everything that we have to use what you call the white system. Sometimes, you know, our olden days, our forefathers, they had a way of prosecuting people publicly. They won't drag you to court, but openly, you come and say the chief is there. Come and speak. You speak by the time you say, you were the one who were destroying the people. You see, that is where, no, seriously, you see, when I used to work at a company in Ghana, let me tell you, there was one of the chief executives who came in. He was a military man who came in as a chief executive. And that company, people were doing backbiting. When you go and say something to the chief, say, don't worry, don't go, sit down. He'll give you a chair, he'll give you a cup of tea. Then you call me, say, come, you to sit down. This is what he's talking about. Is it true? Sometimes we need to name and shame people, Jerome. So, John Dramani Mama, Kwesi, I'm pleading to you. There is something in the Constitution that talks about Commission of Inquiry. The Galamsey menace. Please, Mr. President, incoming president, if you get opportunity, Ghanaians give you the nod again, do something about the Galamsey. I know you don't need any money. I think based on what you did for the state, the infrastructure you built for your 3.5 years in office, you did everything. Make sure that you lay a mark on the Galamsey before you leave office. Ghanaians will thank you for that.
We will take you on, Chairman Aqua, hopefully a year from today, when your party would have been in government. We will bring you back here and then we will look at Galamsey.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
We will look at Galamsey.
No, please do.
How do you find the economy of our country now? Where are we?
You see, sometimes when you ask this current regime, they will tell you that, Ghana, this Galamsey, you know why they can't stop Galamsey? Maybe you don't know. Let me give you a bit of insight. Ghana, now as we speak, we can't get Eurobond from anywhere. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to outside to look for money, who will give us money? Germany, Japan. Nobody is going to give us money, Jerome. So the only source of income is the Galamsey. That is why we are finding it difficult to stop it. Because you know what we've done? We have borrowed and borrowed and borrowed. So now we can't even pay our debtors anymore. So country as we speak, you're running Ghana as cash and carry. The revenue coming, you go to pay salaries, emoluments, and everything is finished. French, Arabic man say kalas. The money is finished. Then we go again, we wait another month. We don't have any income to do even capital infrastructure. You see, when Dramani Mama was leaving office, you asked me about the economy. Let me go there a bit. Sometimes when you're doing economy, let's take it down to the basis so that the poor people will understand it. When John Dramani Mama was leaving office, a tin of milk is 1 cedi 40 pesos or so. Jerome, do you know a tin of milk, the price now?
No.
It's well over 5 to 7 to 8. Maybe Ghanaians will tell you. A bag of cement was between 26 to 27 Ghana cedis. Jerome, do you know the price of a bag of cement now?
Not yet.
It's 810 Ghana cedis. Cables. When people try and build small roof over their head, they want to buy electrical cables, conduit pipes. Cable alone, 1.5 millimeter size cable, which was in the region of maybe 170. It's almost 300, 400. You see, why? Because the dollar and the economy is gone. We are struggling to bring dollars into the system. Now there's no dollar. So now is the cedis that we have within the economy is what we are circulating. And the foreigners who are also doing the business, when the dollar comes, they also siphon some, they take it out.
They take it out.
And you know what you've done? You see, MPP people, they say we have the men. Where are the men? When John Dramani Mama was doing the cocoa roads from the villages to Takrady Harbour and Tema, his intention was to bring in dollars. So he was thinking, now look, let me improve all the cocoa roads in the villages so that our cocoa farmers, when the cocoa is ripe, not gold though, cocoa, because cocoa has been our bane all along for developing Ghana. And cocoa should be not gold. Cocoa should still be our main income. So John Dramani Mama was thinking that, look, the road should be perfect. So when cocoa is ready, we carry it to Takrady Harbour. Then the ships will carry it out. Then we bring in dollars to support our economy. Jerome, go to Takrady Harbour and ask them when the last time they shipped huge sums of cocoa outside. The cocoas are not going because Galamsey has taken over. And the greedy politicians in MPP are putting the monies in their pockets. And they come and say the economy. How do you think the economy? There's nothing happening. The money we collected from Eurobond, what we should have done with the money was to invest in infrastructure, roads, factories, other places, so that what will happen is that those factories will employ the youth. You see, sometimes I don't know whether Africans, somebody is asking, is it a case or what's our problem? Jerome, Malaysia, when they realize that they want to develop the economy, they look at the system, they look at the Chinese system, and they sat back and they say, look, we need to develop our country. So they start planning. And they said, okay, the government looked for money and built huge factories for semiconductors. The semiconductors is what now we are using for our mobile phones.
Yeah.
Semiconductors is what we are. So if you go to Malaysia and Singapore, they use the huge sums of money to invest in infrastructure and industries. So semiconductor is one of the key components that Malaysia is using. And this semiconductor is performed mobile phone, even cars, everything. So what is wrong with this? We have cocoa. We have we have manganese. We have cobalt. All those in Ghana. Bauxite. So where are their researchers?
Mr. Akwa, Chairman Akwa, all these beautiful things that you have said.
Oh dear me.
What is the NDC going to do to change the narrative?
Now, that's a very good question. What is NDC going to do to change the narrative? Like JDM said, he said he has looked at 24-hour economy, which is good. That is one job, 3 shifts. But one good thing Jodomani Mama has said in his manifesto is that 10 billion push. The 10 billion push is going to go into an area of infrastructure development. And
where are you going to get this 10 billion?
Oh, I mean, this wastage in the system, Massa, this wastage is a matter of looking at a lot of things. Maybe by that time, if we manage to control our resources, our income and expenditure, and IMF get to know that, look, we have structured things nicely. We've looked at the income, the cocoa, everything. The euro bonds will start coming. If
well, Mr. Akwa, I am one person. I am one person who is against the idea of IMF.
No, okay, I agree.
The IMF has never had the interest of any country because they are in business, and once you get out of it, it means that your business will collapse.
No, you see, I agree with you. In fact, you're 100%. You see, the issue of going back to the cocoa industry, we need to go and find out what has gone wrong in the cocoa and improve it. Because the cocoa brings us a lot of income.
Perfect.
The area of our oil, okay, the oil which we are now bringing up, what can we do to improve the production? Okay, how do you call it? This amount of money we are spending bringing refined crude oil from outside, what can we do to save our dollars? Now, our technical staff in town, the vocational skills, and you see, we should come up with basic technical area skills, train our people that, look, entrepreneurship, okay, let people come up with like plumbers, electricians, those basic constructions. We should try and go in there and say, look, let's do something to help our youth. Let's use our local environment to produce money to support the economy. Those are the basic things. And again, JDM, there's an area we need to look, agriculture. I think he has talked about it. We need to go there and make agriculture one of another big area, okay, so that we can export products, cashew nuts, those areas. We should do something like, how do you call it? I think JDM has said it, a dam, irrigation for agriculture. We should support people who go into agriculture. The government should find a seed money to support people that, look, I'm going to cashew nut, I need support. We need to do all the, so I think in our manifesto, you need to get a copy of our manifesto, the new one. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, if you give me a copy, I'll be very grateful.
No. Listen, I've ordered for one. I'll add you to it. I beg you.
Okay, I'll be most grateful so that I can have it, and then next time I have the
we want to beg you, people like you. This is your program. It should be continuous, and let's preach to Ghanaians, especially both those home and abroad. You see, and there's one thing to let me add. We in the diasporas, now we are not sending things back home because of the harbor problems in terms of duties. JDM says when he comes back, he's going to cut all those humongous tax at the port. He's going to remove so that people can go home with cars and remove it with that hustle. He has promised that we, the diaspora, when we get our small money, we buy our cars, Mercedes-Benz, we take it. We should be able to take it at Jerome. If you want to drive, fine. If you want to sell it, why not? It goes to support the economy. Now, people are not doing door-to-door again because they're afraid.
Yeah.
So I've spoken to somebody that, look, when NDC come to power, I will organize people, go and lobby parliamentarians that, look, we in the diasporas, take care of us. Because we can also come and support the economy with what we bring in terms of our, look, from America, Germany, United Kingdom, Italy, if we are all sending things home because we can take it from poor. Jerome, do you know how much of money we bring into the system?
Yeah.
So it is something, when NDC come to power, we need to make legislative instruments, okay, just to support with the diaspora, so that, look, when the hospital can $1 or $2, I can buy something, go and invest back home. Now people can't go again. It's a problem. It's a problem. So with the economy, I think what JDM should do, that his team, the economic management team, when it comes, first thing they have to look at is, look, the prices of commodity, the dollar. how best can we stop the depreciating of the dollar? First, we need to make sure that it is stable in terms of our expenditure, deficit control. Okay, so that we make sure that, look, we get the CD stable, even if it is month-to-month basis. Okay, it will help business to plan. If the CD is stable for month-to-month basis based on the government support, then businessmen can, within a month, I can come to Germany and do business, can get my money. Within a month, the CD is not going to change. I still maintain my dollar value. I maintain my CD value. So it's something we have to do as a party when we come to power. So it's very important. Yes.
Well, we'll be marking the strokes as the days pass by, and should the NDC come into office after January 7th, 2025, then we'll see. Because those of you in the diaspora, honestly, you stand tall in controlling your party, in making sure that your party is on its feet. Because you are not directly under the control of the party, even if they are in office. Look at the other African countries. Look at Sierra Leone and the rest. They have diaspora MPs in their parliament. So you sitting up here and working for your party back home, you cannot say directly what your benefits are, where your contributions are going to. How does the membership of a political party whilst in the diaspora help to develop the party and the country as a whole? Do you have a say? And how has that your say contributed so far? So these are areas that members of the various political parties who are in the diaspora should take a keen look at.
Yeah, Jerome, you said something. When I was contesting for the NDC chapter leadership in UK and Ireland, one of my policies is to link the diaspora group across.
Okay.
We sit down and have a conference, and we come up with a strategy where we in the diaspora, let me use NDC because not MPP, how best we can put ourselves together like a caucus, get the leadership within us. Then we send those leadership to Ghana and tell them that, look, these are the caucus from the diaspora who are coming in to support. So then what they can do is occasionally they come to the diaspora, they call a conference. We get a place, we meet there. Then we have something like a workshop. We have a brainstorm. So by the time we finish the workshop, the seminar, we have a paper with us. We take it to Ghana that, look, this is what is, coming from the diaspora in terms of supporting the economy. It's something we are not doing. We in the diaspora, we need to sit back and say, look, what are we missing? You are in Germany, I'm here, the others are in America and Italy and other places. We need to begin to team up and say, look, let's come together as a diaspora caucus. I know we don't have an MP here yet, but we have a say when it comes to Ghana politics or the economy. So it is something we need to keep talking and see how best we can push it forward. Please.
Wonderful. It's been a great time having you, and I'm pretty sure before December 7th, when the elections will take place, we'll have another opportunity to look at the chances of the NDC in the 2024 election. But before I let you go, you have a lot of followers who are watching and listening to you, and I'm pretty sure you will still want to use the opportunity to ask for votes for your NDC in the upcoming 2024. We'll see.
Okay, on that, thank you so much for that. Look, now I'm going to speak to the followers in Ghana who are listening to us. Look, we've said it all. John Dramani Mama have said it all. In fact, he has told the whole country. He's told Ghanaians what he would do with the SSS system when we come, the free SHS. We are not going to abolish it. We are going to review it. We need a change. Ghana need a change. Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia, they've done their 8 years. It is time that we let them go. They go and assess the mistakes they did when they were in office. They made a lot of mistakes, but still they don't admit that they made a mistake. So we are saying that for now, we need John Dramani Mama with Prof as a vice president. For once, Ghana, we need a female vice president. Let's work together and reset the country. Ghana is on the abyss. Please, Ghanaians, we beg you, 8 years of MPP is enough. They said they want to break the 8. Now, John Dramani Mahama has the 8. So all what we are asking you to do is that when you go to the poll on the 7th of December, please look for the umbrella. Ichini, please vote there, number 8. When you finish the number 8, go to the parliamentary candidate and look for the umbrella. And the number that is there mostly is going to be number 2, but look for the umbrella and vote for it, because JDM need majority in part. What these people have done to the nation, we need to reverse a lot of things. And JDM need a lot of MPs to do that. So Ghanaians, we beg you. So please, on the 7th of December, Ghana need a reset. On the 7th of December, we need a change. And we know, yes, we can together. So I would like to use this platform to say a big thank you. And our executives back home, we beg you, 2024 election, we don't want any court business. The election must be won at the polling station. All the party constituency executives, all the polling station executives, on that day, please stay away from any fold that is. Let's work together. Nobody sleeps on that day. 2 nights, let's stay and make sure we vote, we count, we collate, we declare before we go home. We should go home with our pink sheet. The pink sheet is the only result that will give us victory, not the courts. So we beg all the NDC polling executives back home that please, let's sacrifice and reset the nation. I would like to say a big thank you to all of you listening. I would like to thank you to Jerome. Thank you, you and your team, for giving me this great opportunity to speak to Ghanaians. Thank you and God bless.
Today, Ghana News TV, we are the masters of the game.
That has been a wonderful discussion we had on the dangers of galamsey, street protests, and the economy of Ghana with no other person but Chairman Kwesi Aqua. You will recall a few weeks ago we had the chairman, MPP chairman for Russia, Dr. Bongo, also sharing his views on galamsey. And I'm pretty sure that my producer will get these two people together on one of the shows, and then we see the pros and cons of galamsey and where galamsey is taking us to. But wherever you are, as I indicated at the beginning, as part of our Today's Ghana News TV social and corporate responsibility, we are partnering with the Queen Mothers to organize a breast cancer screening on the 12th of October at the Roman Catholic Church in KJB. So wherever you are not left out. Ensure that you are part of the show. Ensure that you are part of this breast cancer screening. And for the men, don't be left out. We have your blood sugar tests. We have your BP and then what have you. Be part of the show on the 12th of October at the Roman Catholic Church at Nkonta for this particular one. And it's taking place in Nkonta South District in the OT region. Until we come your way again next week on another wonderful edition of MyView, on behalf of my producer, Said Ade, this is Jerome Pan saying good night to you all, and Jehovah keep us blessed.
The country where I come from, the truth is an irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth?